Hello universe. Alright, I'm gonna have a quick little update on both the Trike 1.1 and the pancar chassis that I've been testing in the few days that the rain was over. And here you go, start with the Trike 1.0. Say hi. Hi. So I have to say I'm extremely pleased so far with updating all the parts, all the flex that I used to have when the battery mounts and the servo mounts were 3D printed are still there, which is something I wanted to have. I want the entire car to be able to flex left and right. Now it's still very stiff. It's the spring action is really much harder here than it is on the pancar, but I want to have that. The steering as well, I changed a little bit the geometry on mine. I've had an additional hole here. Doesn't really affect anything or changes anything, so I wanted to try to see if you made a difference, and it doesn't really. So the battery mounts, I've actually went with those little lockers here like you would have on a automatic battery mounts. So this is cool. I've been running a Shorty 2S and I was looking around for switching to 1S, but the 1S systems are really expensive for what they are. The ESCs are extremely pricey. They don't have a lot of choices as well. So I got one of those, what do you even call this? Gaoneng, which are actually really good batteries from the store, and this is not a 1S, it is a 2S. It comes with a myriad of wonderful things inside, like stickers and instructions, but you see it is as small as a 1S. It is about, let me get you a 2S to compare the size. So that's what I've been running so far. So this fits inside the battery tray and it fills up, you see, all the way to here. This is actually only up to the carbon plate. So that's really cool because those little lockers that I've designed should be able to be used upright this way for the 2S and upside down for 1S or low center of gravity 2S. So you see the difference? This is, it's not significant, it's not half, but that's the size of a 1S battery. So I was gonna get a 1S and a 1S system, and then I went with this. So the capacity, of course, it's less than the other one. I think the discharge is actually more on this one. This is 90C, this is 100C, so those should have a bit more punch to them, but they're not gonna last that long. But that's gonna be good to lower the center of gravity, because you see now everything is really lower to the ground than it was before, and having the battery lowered as well, I think that is going to help quite a lot. I'm still yet to do some design for a different style of plates. Maybe I want to run either here or at the back to run a damper. I did purchase a lot of those Tamiya dampers that I'm using on the pancar as well. Those are fairly inexpensive, 56 Hong Kong. So I bought everything they had at the store, and this way I'm going to be able to test dual dampers, single dampers, or otherwise. And I'm going to start by just 3D printing a couple of parts and testing it, and then if everything is fine, I'll go cut them in carbon. But I think this is just going to be an option, because this, once again, I really believe the simplest is going to be the best way to go with this. So I'm gonna pretty much be settled for the Trike 1.1 as it is now. I think this is pretty complete. I'm not gonna add the additional hole over there because it doesn't really add any improvements to the steering. You see, like I was saying last time on the video, the only part that breaks on that car, it's the carbon fiber bumper in the front. That's another part that I'm going to have as well. It's going to be Lexan vacuum formed bumper 1 mm thick, so that's going to help prevent the wheel from taking too much damage. And yeah, that's about it. This system gets really hot, probably with the gearing that I have, and this is where it gets interesting, because I have a small opinion on this, on the pancar, but this 17.5 can run for days and you can touch it at the end. It's absolutely cold, so I think I'm gonna go with something similar for the trike, and I'm gonna go with 2S. So now let's talk about that girl. So I've been running it with the central dampers. That's the last running videos I made yesterday. I haven't had the chance to run the lateral dampers because there is nothing shorter than that, and so I'm gonna have to customize some, and basically I need to remove about 10 mm in order to have them lateral. Otherwise I might do one from the bottom to the side over there and have only one lateral dampers that works for both direction. That's possible. I'm not sure yet. I'm not even sure if that is actually necessary. This one, I've been locking the diff more and more to the point where it's pretty crazy stiff at the back. So I went to the store and I got myself those parts from Rush, as well as a spool. So I'm going to try running it locked at the back, see how it goes. I've been playing a little bit with the setting of the ESC right now. I have a little bit too much punch, but I think with a lower punch setting, this is going to be a rocket. So hopefully that's gonna work well. I have no idea when I'm gonna be able to try that with the weather. There's a typhoon coming and everything, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play for a while. But at any rate, I'm gonna be able to build this pancar as it is now, because this is really working well. So you guys let me know, anybody's interested or have a special request for it, like a friction damper or dampers on the three sides, or only a central damper. You let me know. I'm gonna start taking pre-orders for that and building it for people. So tell me about what you would like for that. And this one I actually have, I'm gonna have 3 sets of this one that are gonna be ready to go to whoever wants them. So one is already booked, and you can get them with the B2B body, which is the sidecar. I have the Formula F1 body as well, and I have the Chinese tuk-tuk with the bed at the back as well. So those 3 bodies are available for it. For fast track, long cornering, clearly the B2B is the best, because the body really helps maintain everything on the ground all the time. It's good for that. For short, high grip, quick cornering track, the tuk-tuk or the Formula trikes are really good for that as well. So here you go. I'll put more info about that soon. This baby's ready. This one is technically ready, but I have to get some pre-orders and then get some more carbon, cut it out, so I can start providing it to people. And so I'm gonna be giving you the options to set it up the way you want. So I'm not gonna give you electronics with it, but actually if you want electronics, I can put everything together. Spool or ball diff, with or without any dampers at the center. Can have a friction damper, which is the first one that I tried. Can have triple dampers with 1, 2 and 3, so the side ones have to be customized. And then that's about it. It's gonna come. You can select, once you have the model, how you wanna put the battery. There you see the height over here. for if you're running it with 1S. So there's going to be 1, 2, and 3 different carbon adapters here to put our nuts. By the way, if you want to run the long one, then those dampers are gonna have to run extensions. So my advice to start 2S system, fantastic, super shorty lipo, keeps all the weight really where you want it. There is no big lateral weight. And then the way I'm running it in the front, it is pretty low and locked at the rear pivot, and the front one is a bit freer. However, it's quite stiff. I have hard springs. You can get it with no springs at all and with spacers, or you can get it with a little O's like you would have on the fuel lines of the nitro. So that's like a much stiffer type of spring, or you can have very soft spring. And so here you go, that's the little updates for my pan and my Trike 1.1, and I won't bother you any longer. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.